Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be making some quick and easy Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. Starting with my first project, I will be using this Halloween sign. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to save these two pieces just for like next year or maybe when I decorate for Halloween, but for right now I'm going to use this sign. I did try to take off the image, but it was hard, so I do end up using the back. After removing the tag, I use a piece of sandshi to smooth that part out. Then I painted this white. Now I did add some water to the paint just so it can look more like a whitewash. The next thing I will be using are these foam sheets that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now 12 of these Christmas trees come in this pack. I actually got these last year and I still have all of them because I only use these like stencils. I like tracing either like craft paper or like tracing this directly to the sign so I can paint. These are also a great size, so yes, these are very convenient. You should definitely get some of these. I will be adding 3 trees to this sign. Now I'm going to trace a little bit of the center one. That is because this is where I'm going to add the middle one. But I'm going to add 2 more trees on each side of the center one, but I do kind of want these like to overlap. That is why I am marking these down. Once I had the one in the middle marked down, I went ahead and traced a tree on each side. And this is how they look. Now I'm going to paint the 2 trees on the side with some red paint. This one right here is from the brand Waverly. Now for the tree in the middle, I will be using one of the foam trees and then trace it to this Dollar Tree buffalo check vinyl. So I am going to use this like a sticker and then just place this on the center. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to use the piece of sandshi to sand out all the edges and make this look more rustic. Using a tiny paintbrush and some white paint, I will be adding some details to the red trees. To finish this off, I will be adding some jute twine bows to the tree. And that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next project, I will be using this Dollar Tree sign. Now, I got this during Valentine's season, but Dollar Tree is carrying signs that you can use. For instance, this one right here, that is a Halloween sign. I'm going to start by removing the frame. I'm not using the frame again, so I am going to just set this to the side. I will be using the back of this, and I'm going to use the same method I used for my first project. Add a little bit of water to the chalk paint and make it look more whitewash, and this is how it looks once it's dry. Now you can add the frame back on, but I decided not to. Now for this project, instead of using my Cricut to cut out the letters or even use poster sticker letters, I am going to make the letters myself using this piece of steak that I got from a Dollar Tree sign. This is just for me to trace and see how thick I want my letters to be. The Y was very easy to make. I wasn't sure what to use for the J, but I had this poster sticker J that I use as like reference. As you can see, this is way thicker and smaller than the one I'm making, but I'm just using this to make like the curves. You can use something curvy to make like the bottom of the J. After I am done with the letters, I am going to paint them using this black chalk paint. And this is how they look. Now for the O, I did use a Dollar Tree vinyl to cut out an ornament, which I used a circle to make the ornament. Now I'm going to make a bow, but before I add the bow, I'm using some black paint and drawing a line from the ornament to the bow. Now I had this like galvanized letter, so I am going to cut out a piece to add to the top part of the ornament. To finish this off, I will be adding some jute twine to the bottom of the sign. And that is it. Look how beautiful this joy sign turned out. For my next project, I'm using this Dollar Tree sign. Now Dollar Tree had these last year. Hopefully they have them again this year. For this project, I am going to use the back using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. I will be adding the words ho ho ho, and for the H, I'm using these stickers. I'm going to use the whatever's left over from the sticker as a stencil. After using it 3 times, it kind of ripped, so and some of the letters bled through, so I am going to use a smaller paintbrush and the red paint to fix it. Now I will be making ornaments for the O's with the buffalo check vinyl from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to make one. And for the other two O's, I'm using the white vinyl from the Dollar Tree. Now I started with this ribbon spoolie, or I don't know what these are called, but to make the circle, but I felt like they were too big, so I did like play around and made it smaller. Once I had the size, I used that size to make the white ornaments. These are vinyl, so I'm going to use these like stickers and just add them. Now I thought of overlapping with the H, but I didn't like how that looks, so I ended up just unsticking them and adding them more on the side, like the top one. They do look a little bit small because I am going to add the little part that goes to the ornament at the top using this galvanized leather. Now I'm using this jute twine to wrap it around the ornaments to make them look like they're hanging. Using the same twine at the top, I'm going to use the little holes that the sign has to make the hanger. And that is it for this ho-ho sign. Look how beautiful this turned out. I will be using one of these large Dollar Tree decor signs. I absolutely love these. These come in 3 different colors, white, black, and a brown one. For this project, I will be using the white one. The other Dollar Tree item I will be using is this deer table decor. Now I'm going to start by gluing this deer to the bottom of the sign. I am using hot glue. But to make this more sturdy, I will be using some Jingle blocks on the back. I will be adding the word joy to my sign. Now I had these red poster sticker letters, which I will be using as stencils. And I will be just tracing these to a Dollar Tree black vinyl. After I'm done tracing them, I am going to cut them and add them to my sign like stickers. To decorate the O, I will be making a small bow using this Hobby Lobby ribbon. Now I did add this bow to the O, but I do end up removing it and adding some greenery. Using this Dollar Tree ribbon, I will be decorating the top part where the little holes are at on the sign, just to cover them up. But that is it. Look how beautiful this joy sign turned out, which I love because it does stand up. For my next project, I will be using this circle decor sign that I had from the Dollar Tree. Now, as you can see, this is old. I'm actually reusing this. Dollar Tree does have circle decor signs that you can use. They also carry the wood circles that you can use. So I am going to start by trying to remove the paper, but as you can see, I couldn't remove it all. So to cover that up, I will be using this Dollar Tree buffalo check vinyl. I'm going to trace it, cut it to size, and then add it to my sign. To decorate this, I will be adding this Merry Christmas woodworks that I got from the Dollar Tree. 3 come in a pack. So I got these this year and I forgot that I had some from last year, which I will be showing you. And these are a little bit different. I decided to use the one I got from last year because I wanted it to add it at the bottom. Now to decorate it more, I will be using this tree, but this tree I will be using it as a stencil, and I'm using the Dollar Tree white vinyl. Going to trace it and cut it. Now this tree was a little bit too long, so I do end up like shortening it up. I will be adding the tree first and then the Merry Christmas at the bottom. Now I didn't paint this, I left it the color it was. And for the tree, I thought I had shortened it enough, but I didn't, so I do end up cutting it just a little more. That is because I'm going to add this like right underneath it, leaving a space at the bottom because I will be adding some of this greenery that I already had. In the center of the greenery, I will be making a bow and adding it on the center. But that is it. Look how beautiful this Merry Christmas sign turned out. For my next project, I will be using this Dollar Tree decor sign. Now this is already beautiful as is, but I do want to make this more my style. I also do want to mention that I got this last year, so I'm not sure if Dollar Tree is going to carry this year. They probably carry some other buffalo check signs that you can use. So I'm going to start by removing the top part of this, and I was very careful, but even me being careful, I did rip some of that paper off, which I tried to glue it down using some Elmer's glue stick. Now I'm going to remove the paper from this because I am going to cover it up with a Dollar Tree calendar. This calendar that I have, it is from last year. Well, it's for this year, but I got it last year. And I felt like this picture went on there perfectly, even though only the chalk part fitted, so I did cut it to size first and then I glued it. Even though these sheets on the calendar are kind of sheer and you can see some of the stuff through, but for this one, the hot cocoa is going to be covered by the tree, or at least most of it. I did end up cutting this a little bit smaller than the sign. That is because I do want to distress this, and I did cut some edges to make it look more of a farmhouse style. I did use the scent sheet to smooth out the edges. I then went ahead and glued this sign back on the sign using hot glue. I did want to cover the little holes that this sign had, so what I did is I used some of these bamboo sticks. I cut them to size and add them on the sides. Now I got the bamboo sticks from Amazon. I will have that link down in the description box just in case you want to check those out. And to finish this off, I added this Farm Fresh wood decor sign that I had from last year, which I got from the Dollar Tree. And this completes this beautiful truck decor sign. I will be using one of the Dollar Tree wood slices and some Dollar Tree vinyl. Now I'm going to make a little tree. I'm going to trace this one right here that I got from the Dollar Tree. This one at the top had a start, but I did cut it off. Once I am done tracing this, I am going to cut it. I'm going to transfer the tree to the wood slice, and I'm using this as a sticker. I didn't use the transfer sheet. Now at the bottom, I'm going to add family Galvez, but for the family, I'm using this Dollar Tree stencil, and for the Galvez, I will be using these transfer sticker letters that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now I was going to use the transfer stickers to put just family Galvez, but I didn't have enough letters, so that's why I had to use my stencil. And this is how it looks. Honestly, I didn't like how the M and the A were and the Y, so I did connect them and I liked how that turned better. It bleed a little bit, so I just used a small paintbrush to fix that up. One thing I should have done first is add the family Galvez and then did the tree, because I did it with the tree first, then family Galvez, and I barely had enough for the Galvez at the bottom. To decorate this some more, I'm going to add some greenery and some berries. Now this greenery I already had, but Dollar Tree carries so much Christmas picks that you can use. Now I'm going to add this at the top of the tree, making a bow using the Dollar Tree buffalo check ribbon and adding it to the center. So these Dollar Tree wood slices already come with a hanger. I removed it because I used this for something else, and then I am using it again to make this Dollar Tree ornament. But that is it. Look how beautiful this personalized ornament turned out. Now this is also great to give as a gift. For my next project, I'm going to use one of these 12-inch wood pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to make 4 ornaments out of this. So I'm going to measure it and then cut it. Each little piece is 3 inches. I have 4 people in my family. That's why I cut this into 4. But if you have 3, you can make the ornament a little bigger. Now, if you have more than 4, I think you need 2 pieces to make these, because if not, they are going to be tiny. Now, I'm going to make a hole at the top of each little wood piece. They kind of remind me of Jenga blocks. And this is how they look. Now, I'm going to use these Dollar Tree stickers to add the names on the side. Now, I got lucky enough that the names of each of my family members actually fitted in each little block. Once I was done adding the names, I then painted this using the Waverly Antique Wax. I am doing the reversible stencil. After this was dry, I removed the stickers, and look how beautiful this is. Now I'm going to add the string before I decorate this a little more using some Dollar Tree greenery, or actually this is not from Dollar Tree, this is from Walmart, but Dollar Tree does carry greenery that you can cut off and just add a little piece with a bow at the top. And look how beautiful these turned out. These were so easy and so inexpensive to make. For my next project, I'm going to personalize these ornaments. Now, I got these from the Dollar Tree. I am going to add our initials to these. Now, I'm using the Dollar Tree iron-on vinyl, which honestly, it's very easy to use, and you don't need a Cricut or an easy press for this. So the first thing you're going to do is, I thought I was going to like flip this around and draw the image I wanted to cut out, but no, you need to do it on the other side, because it's like when you cut it in Cricut, it has to be like mirror. So hopefully it made sense, but I am going to trace it on the shiny part. And for the letters, I'm using these Dollar Tree sticker sheets that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to just place it on top and trace it. This is what I'm saying, that I thought I had to do it on the other side so it can mirror, but no, I need it on the other side. This is where I was like, wait a minute, I needed to flip it around to make it on the other side, because I'm going to cut it. For this part, you do need a pen, because I tried with a pencil, but because it was plastic, you couldn't really see it. Now you can also use a marker. This is not going to transfer to your stuff because you are transferring what's behind it. So I'm using this parchment paper, and then I'm using my iron, which I put into cotton. Now, I did mess up the first one because I left it on there longer than I was supposed to. So that's why I messed it up. But I do recommend you leaving it for like 30 seconds only. And that is it, guys. That is it for these beautiful personalized ornaments. Now, I didn't add anything else because this ornament already comes all decorated and everything. For my next ornaments, I will be using these wood slices that I got from the Dollar Tree. 3 come in a pack. Now, I wasn't sure what to add to these since I had already added the names, the initials to the previous ones. So instead, I decided to just add like random things to these. On one of them, I cover the entire thing using this Dollar Tree vinyl. And then on the other one, I made a tree. And on the last one, I made an ornament. You can definitely make other images with these and just use the vinyl as sticker and add it to them. Now these ornaments came with string, so I added the string. Then I decorated the ornaments just a tiny bit more by adding some greenery and a bow. And that is it. Look how cute these ornaments turned out. These DIY plywood sentiments that I got from Michael's. Original price are $2.99, but when I bought these, they were on sale for under $1.50. I don't remember exactly how much, but right now, Black Friday, they are $1.19. Look how beautiful these things are. This one right here says Jingle all the way. I also picked up this one that says Peace, Love, and Joy. And this one that says Merry Christmas. Honestly, they had more, but these are the ones I like the most, so this is what I picked up. All right, for my next project, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree wood hanging circle. And this is how it looks, the front and the back. And from Michael's, the DIY kit I'm going to use is this one that says Jingle all the way. I'm going to paint the wood circle using this red, which is from the brand Waverly Chalk Paint. It is in the color Crimson. Using the Jingle all the way. I'm going to paint it white, and then I'm going to try to paint these little dots red. Alright, so this is how it looks. Using the back of a paintbrush, I'm going to make the little dots. I thought I wasn't going to be able to see the little dots, but I was. Look, you can see them clearly on both of these. Once everything's dry, I'm going to glue the Jingle all the way, starting with way at the bottom, and then I'm going to go up. I will be leaving a space at the top to add some greenery. I will be using this Christmas greenery that I got from Walmart. I'm going to cut 2 stems off out of this pick. Then I'm going to tie them together in the center. I will be adding my greenery with hot glue, but I do recommend you using a heavier duty glue if you want to use this outside. Now after adding this, I will be making a bow using the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon, adding it on the center. Now it covered the little pine cones, so I did remove them and add them on the other side of the greenery. And the last thing I will be doing is just adding the string back on for the hanger. And that is it. Look how beautiful this Jingle all the way turned out. For my next project, I am going to try to make the smaller version of my 34-inch Christmas word tree, which I have it in my previous video. I'll have it linked down in the description box in case you want to check it out. So like I said, I do want to make it into a smaller one, and I'm using this Dollar Tree wood box. I'm also using this tiny dowel that I have. Dollar Tree carries thicker dowels that you can use. I only had this one. I did try to find one, a little bit thicker one than this, but I couldn't find any. So I'm using this. And for the words, I'm using the Joy, Peace, and Love that come in this little kit that I got from Michael's, which is this one right here. And this is how they look. So I am going to start by painting this. I'm going to paint these two using the Waverly Antique Wax. I'm going to paint the joy red, the peace white, and the love red. Once everything's dry, I'm going to start gluing the words to the dowel, starting with the joy, then the peace, then the love, leaving a space in between them. So now on the wood box, I'm going to add some floral foam. I'm going to just add a whole bunch of little extra pieces that I had to fill the entire thing. To cover the floral foam, I'm adding some garland, gluing it down so it doesn't move. Then I'm gonna add glue, then add my little tree. To decorate this a little more, I'm adding this wreath that I got from the Dollar Tree. I did cut it so I can put it around it. I am not gluing it down. I'm going to just leave it like this. You can glue it if you don't want it to move around. Now to finish it off, I'm adding a bow. And that is it. Look how beautiful this tree turned out. For my next project, I'm going to use this DIY sign. This one right here. It's this wood tree that I got from the Dollar Tree, of course. So for my first project, I'm going to use this. And I decided to use this. This says Merry Christmas. So I'm using these two. Plus some other wood pieces, which I want to make a stand for this. So I will be grabbing like a piece of wood that I have. Dollar Tree does carry a lot of different pieces of wood that you can use instead, but since my craft room is full with a whole bunch of wood stuff, I am going to just pick up any little wood piece that I find. And I found this one right here. This is a chunky slat from the Dollar Tree. This one right here was 12 inches, but I did cut it into 3 different pieces, so it is 4 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is, since I want this to look more like high-end instead of gluing like a Jingle block on the back, I am going to measure the bottom of the tree trunk on this wood piece, just like this, and then on the other side. All right. And this is how that looks. And now I'm going to use my drill to make a hole right here. So I'll be back. If you don't own a drill, you can always use like a knife or an X-Acto knife. This is going to take you a little bit longer, but this is still going to work. Now, if I had like a better little knife, it would like work so much better, but this is all I can find for right now. So this is what I'm using. And look how easy. All you have to do is like dig it in there and do this. And look how easy it is to cut through this wood. Now you're gonna remove all this. And look, it's a little bit. And this is how it looks. Look, I made these a little bit deep to where I can just add a thing. My line is not that straight, but I think this will still work out. Going to smooth this out using this scent sheet. So now I'm going to use this green, which is bright green, to paint my tree. I'm actually going to mix this moss from the brand Waverly Chalk Paint just to see what green comes out. I don't want it to be too bright or too dark, so let's see. So this is the green it turned out. I actually want it, I know I said I didn't want it too dark, but I'm actually going to mix another green on top of that and see how that turns out. Which is this color, English Ivy Green. This is more like an actual Christmas tree color. And I'm going to paint it like this, right, doing the brush strokes like this, so it kind of looks like details on the tree. Using this Waverly Antique Wax, I'm going to paint the piece of wood and the trunk piece of the tree. Once everything's dry, I'm going to start by putting this together, starting with the words. I will be putting them more towards the bottom of the tree. To glue the tree into the little piece of wood, I am using hot glue. I do recommend you though adding a little bit of wood glue just to make it stronger. And this is how it looks. Now to finish this up, I will be adding some greenery to the top of the tree, but I will not be gluing it down. Instead, I'm using a piece of string to put it through the little hole that the tree has, and I will be tying this. To finish it off, I will be adding this bow at the top, and that is it. Look how beautiful and cute this turned out. My next project is going to be so quick and simple. From Dollar Tree, I'm going to use one of these little stand decor signs. And from Hobby Lobby, I'm going to use some of these trees. These are some ornament trees that I got. I actually got these last year after Christmas, and they were very, very inexpensive. I'm going to just add a tree to the center of the sign. To make this more Christmassy, I'm going to add some Christmas pics at the bottom underneath the bow. And that is it, guys. It was so easy and quick and very simple. And look how beautiful this turned out. Today's projects are going to be based on this scrapbooking paper. I got this for 69 cents. Well, I'm pretty sure I got it when it was like 25 cents. But look how pretty this screen is. So these Christmas projects are going to be more like of a neutral green brown. I'm going to start with this Dollar Tree sign. This is a decor from the Crafter Square. I absolutely love these. These are so great to craft with. Now I was going to use this a few weeks ago, but I ended up not using it. As you can see, there is a tree, but I'm going to cover that with the scrapbooking paper. I'm going to just place the scrapbooking paper and press it down. Okay, now I'm going to cut this. I'm gluing this with this all-purpose Elmer's glue stick. Going to smooth it out. Remove some bubbles. Look how pretty this looks. So I decided to turn this into a decorative tray. Now to do that, I'm going to remove the string, and then I will be using my drill to make 2 more holes on the opposite side. I'm going to decorate this a little more using these alphabet stickers. I'm going to add the word joy at the bottom, or on the side, not at the bottom, on the side. This is a string that came with the decor sign, but I'm going to use a thicker one for this. It's just a tiny bit thicker. I added some vinyl to the tip so it's easier to weave through. Now you can use tape. I'm also adding some beads, and the beads I'm using are from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to add 6 beads on each side, and I'm going to weave it through underneath, going up, so then the beads are on the top, not at the bottom. The last thing I will be doing is adding 4 beads on the back for the little legs. And that is it. Look how beautiful this decorative tray turned out. For my next project, I'm going to use 2 of these Dollar Tree signs. I'm going to start by removing the beads, and then I'm going to attach these together to make a larger sign. To do that, I will be using hot glue and wood glue. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry for a couple of minutes before I start working on it. Meanwhile, I'm going to paint this Merry Christmas DIY plywood sentiment that I got from Michaels. It is $2.99, but right now they are on sale. so you're getting for a lot cheaper. I'm going to try to make this green right here. And I'm going to start mixing everything together. I'm going to add a little bit of navy blue. And that is it. I finally got the color I wanted, so I mixed these 4 colors. Alright, so now this is dried. Now I'm going to start decorating this, and I'm using one of these Dollar General ornaments. It was only $1. This is the perfect green and it matches so well. Going to remove the tag. Now I'm not sure where I'm going to glue this. I'm just going to set it to the side. Also, the Merry Christmas sign, it's already dry. And I'm going to add this. And once again, I'm not sure. I can add this here and this in the middle. Nope, does not fit. I can add this here. Here like that. How does that look? And I like it better like this. So I'm going to start gluing this using hot glue. Using some ribbon, I'm going to make a little bow. And that is it. Now if you do want to hang this, I do recommend you adding like a little hook on the back. For my next project, I'm going to make a little planter using this craft bottle that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start by removing this and the lid. I'm not using the lid. I'm going to paint this using some white, but I'm only going to paint like a little bit of the bottom. Alright, so now I'm going to cut a piece of this scrapbook paper, and then I'm going to glue it to the craft bottle. To glue this, I am going to use some Mod Podge. I'm going to decorate my little jar, and I'm going to add some jute twine at the top. I use a thinner jute twine, made a bow, and then add it. The last thing I will be doing is adding the greenery, and that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next project, I'm going to use another of these beautiful Dollar Tree Crafter Square decor sign. I am going to start by removing the hanger. So now you have this blank plaque. I am not going to paint it. I'm going to leave it the color it is. Now to decorate this, I'm using some Dollar General items, which are these beautiful ornaments. This one right here that says Merry Christmas. Look how beautiful this is. And it was just $1. Going to remove this off. I'm going to make this like a 3D or making the sign pop out, and to do that I am going to add a Jenga block. Look how beautiful this is. This is how it looks from the sideways. Now I'm going to add this other Dollar General ornament, which is this bear. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to actually remove everything because I'm going to paint it on the other side. I like this side, but since this is facing this way, I wanted it to be like this. So that's just my personal preference. You can just leave it like that if you want. But I'm going to remove this and paint this white. After removing the staples, it did leave some little holes, so you can use a sand sheet to just smooth that out. I'm going to paint over the bear, even though this looks like a hog, not a bear. I'm going to add a little bit of white at the edges. I feel like it needed more white. I removed this, so I'm going to just add it back. I'm actually going to distress the edges. Going to add the bear. And that is it. Look how beautiful this turned out. Dollar Tree carries these little Christmas trees. Each of them was $1. This green and white. So I'm going to paint the green one using this same paint that I have left over. But to do that, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to add a little bit of snow. I'm going to paint this white, even though it's already white, but it has some gold glitter. I do want to cover that up. The other Dollar General item I'm using is this ornament that says Noel. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to just add the little trees on top of these, but first I'm going to remove the little hanger. I do want to mention that some of these ornaments, even though they were $1, they did ring up for 50 cents. To finish these off, I'm going to add some of these Dollar Tree little snowflakes, which I'm going to paint white. I mean, they're already white, but it has like this shimmery glitter. And that is it. Look how cute this turned out. I will be using this Dollar Tree wood decor sign. Now, I was showing you right there that this one came defected, so I'm going to try to cover that up using what I'm going to use next. But first, I am removing the little hanger with my stapler remover. Then I'm going to flip the sign around and add this season greetings. This is actually from a calendar. On my previous video, I did use the truck that comes with this on another DIY, which I'll have a link down in the description box in case you want to check that out. But I did cut this is season's greetings. I then used some Elmer's glue stick to glue this. We'll be adding some Christmas trees, and Dollar Tree carries two different Christmas trees. This one right here that's like a little bit wider, and the other one, I think this year they're carrying the smaller ones. I had the other one from previous years. So the first thing I will be doing is just tracing the Christmas tree because I am going to like overlap them, and I'm also tracing the other Christmas tree. The smaller one on each side. The bigger Christmas tree is going to go in the center, and that is going to overlap the other ones. Hopefully I made sense. For the Christmas trees on the side, I decided not to trace the little stars. But now, after I am done tracing them, I'm using a small little paintbrush and painting these white. So I decided to add the bigger tree in the center instead of just painting it. And to paint this, I will be mixing these two colors. To make the Christmas tree look a little bit taller or bigger, I decided to cut these parts off from the star. And it looks funny, I know, but once I am done gluing this in the center, I added a bow and you can't even tell. But that is it. Look how beautiful this season's greeting sign turned out. next project, I will be using one of these Dollar Tree circle wood hanging decor signs. I'm going to start by removing the string, and I will be adding Happy Holidays. I had these wood signs from last year. I got them at Michael's. It says here $2.99, but when I got them, they were 60% off. Now, the Happy Holidays, both of the signs didn't fit because the holidays fitted more like towards the top, and then the happy more towards the bottom. And I wasn't sure what to do with this. I was going to add both of these and just cut like the ends of the H and the S, but instead I decided to handwrite the word happy with my handwriting. You can use a Cricut for this instead if you like, but I decided to just write it down. But before I do that, I am going to paint the center of my sign using red. I did grab these bamboo sticks to use them like as a ruler to draw the lines, and I seen how that looked on the sign, so I decided to paint two of them white. I will be adding these to the sign. Now, before I glued the holidays, I handwritten the word happy using a pencil first, and then I used a tiny paintbrush with white paint and I went over it. I honestly did not like how this turned out, but I made it work. You can't use a Cricut for this. I did try to find some of the wood letters that I had, but I didn't find the piece, so I just left it like that, and this is how it looks. Now I'm going to add the holidays using glue. I then added the bamboo sticks, one at the top and one at the bottom. I used my little scissors to cut the ends. And this is how it looks. Now, to finish this off, I had some snowflake foam stickers that I got last year from the Dollar Tree, and I added them to my sign, and I felt like this completed this holiday sign, which I absolutely love. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next projects, I did decide to try to use the calendars I had from previous years. So to do that, I am using this Dollar Tree sign that I already had, which was already painted. I painted the back white, and I used this calendar. This one says Joy. I actually have like 4 calendars that I haven't used from like different years, and I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the things that I have, so I am using these. Now, if you don't have these, Dollar Tree does carry new calendars that you can use, but these images are perfect for these little square Dollar Tree decor signs. I was going to glue the entire image on the sign, but I decided not to. I decided to cut some of the image off, and I think I made it look nicer. I am first like folding it to where I wanted to cut. I then cut it and then glued it in the center using the Elmer's glue stick. I had these little borders from a Dollar Tree sign that I hadn't used, so I decided to use them here. I did have to cut them though. Now, if you don't have these, you can always use the bamboo dowels, which these will work here perfectly. But I like these since these were already painted. And one of them was broken, but I did attach the other piece on the other side. And honestly, you can't even tell. I will be gluing one at the top and one at the bottom, and that is it. The last thing I did was just add the hanger to this, and that is it. Look how beautiful this joy sign turned out. For my next project, once again, I use one of the calendars that I had, and I am using this image that says Merry Christmas. Look how beautiful this is. Now, I will be adding this to a Dollar Tree frame. This one right here that I had, I am reusing. As you can see, I'm going to just, instead of like cutting it, I just placed this on the back and folded the sides instead. You can glue this if you like, but I decided not to, just in case I want to reuse this frame for something else. But look how beautiful this frame make this image look. The image had this little hole at the top, so I just used a jute twine bow to cover that up. And this completed this beautiful decor sign. I will be using 3 of these Dollar Tree signs. Look how beautiful these are. I absolutely love these new items that Dollar Tree is carrying because they are ready to craft. So I'm going to add the word joy. Now these letters right here are from Walmart. I'm only using these as stencils. I'm going to trace them and then paint over them. Now for this, you can always just use the letters. You can use your Cricut to cut out the Y and the J, or the J and the Y, or you can just draw it yourself. To paint these, I will be using the Waverly Antique Wax. For the O, I'm going to use a Dollar General ornament, this beautiful wreath that was only $1. I'm going to just glue it, and that is it. Look how beautiful and high-end this turned out. For my next project, I will be using another of the Dollar Tree Ready to Craft decor sign. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to start by painting the frame using the Waverly Antique Wax. Once this is dry, I'm going to set it to the side. Then I'm going to paint the trees from this DIY kit that I'm showing you right here. I am going to use some leftover trees that I had from last year. I'm going to glue the trees more towards the top because I will be adding some greenery at the bottom. This one right here is from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut 2 stems and then just glue them, one facing one way and the other one facing the other way, leaving a small space in between them. I will be making a bow using some twine. And this completes this beautiful decor sign. Look how high-end this turned out. For my next project, I will be using 2 of these Dollar Tree easels. Now I'm going to take this apart, remove the little stands, and then I'm going to glue these together. For extra support, I will be adding a popsicle stick to the back. To decorate this sign, I will be using this Dollar Tree wood truck, which I am going to paint using the Waverly Antique Wax. Once this is dry, I'm going to glue it to the sign. Then I will be adding one of the small little Christmas trees that come in a pack. I got these from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove the stand before I add the tree. Now to decorate the truck a little more, I will be adding one of these small little wreaths. This pack, I got it from the Dollar General. I'm going to add Farm Fresh at the top. I did use my Cricut, but I do want to show you that I did try to use my own handwriting to add Farm Fresh. I just didn't like how it turned out. So like I said, I did use my Cricut, but other things you can't use from the Dollar Tree or the poster sticker letters. You can even use the wood letters that Dollar Tree has. Once I'm done weeding these out, I'm going to add this to my sign. And that will be it for this beautiful Farm Fresh truck Christmas decor sign. For my next project, I will be using this long decor sign that I got from Dollar Tree. Look how beautiful this is. And I'm using the poster sticker letters. Now I am using the leftover little part that the stickers leave. I'm going to use all the letters that complete the word welcome. Or all the letters for welcome, my bad. Now I really love these, so if you do grab these, make sure you save them because you can use these as stencils. Now I'm going to add the stickers. Then I'm going to paint over them using the Waverly Boutique wax. As you can see, I did leave a space at the bottom. That is because I'm going to add an ornament. Now, Dollar Tree does have some similar ornament to this, but I like this one that I got from the Dollar General, which I'm going to add at the bottom. Now, I felt like this needed something else. I wasn't sure what to add to this. So all I did is I added one of the Dollar Tree little wooden DIY stickers, which is this little snowflake. I added it to the O, and this completed this. Look how beautiful this welcome sign turned out. That is it for today, guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.